Good day, comic fam. Comics of the Voice here. Today's video is going to be an unboxing. This is from my good friend Mark Andrews up in North Bay. It's going to be the smallest comic books I've ever seen in my life because, you know. How'd you fit them in here, Mark? It's going to be... I don't know what's there. Let's find out. Stay tuned. Alright, comic fam. Mr. Andrews sent me a package. Now, for those who don't know the channel, or haven't been on the channel, or your first time checking it out, welcome. I'm up here in Canada. It's in the Great White North. In the wintertime, we kind of hibernate. Now, my good friend Mark Andrews, I'm in Ontario, and just outside of Toronto, and he is way up north. He's going to bleep blop in the comments and said, no, we're not that far. He's in North Bay. So, several hours drive north towards the Arctic Circle. It gets significantly cold up there. But Mr. Andrews and I, you know, we met up because of Reggie Collects, and we were in the chats and find out we're both from Canada. We're both in the local area. There was a third guy too, Wayne, Squirrel Madness Comics. He's kind of taking a break right now. He may come back, may not. And, you know, we kind of developed a good friendship. You know, we hang out at the cons together. We talk online all the time. And we send each other packages and stuff because we find all kinds of cool stuff. So Mr. Andrews sent me some stuff. So I'm going to get the old leather man out. I wonder if there's a leather woman. I guess that's a different type of channel. I'll get the leather man. You know, any tradesman's got to have a leatherman. Hopefully I don't cut into anything that explodes. That'll be kind of interesting. Let's see what Mr. Andrews sent me. So I had sent up to him some comic books. I get these. I had a whole bunch of free ones given to me from a coworker, and there's some interesting stuff in there. And then I sent him up some signed stuff that I was at an event in the summertime, and I talked to Chip Zdarsky and Jeff Lemire were both there. So I got a couple of Newburn books, and I didn't have a number one, so I was at another con and I picked up a nice crispy number one. I had that signed and personalized to Mr. Andrews, and I sent that up to him. All right, it's got a note. Whoop. Okay. So, I'm so sorry these have taken so long to get to you. Enjoy, Mark. Well, it's because, you know, you're okay, Mark, and we've all been in the same boat. I've got 2 packages that I've got to go out, and I got to go see Chris the Comic Vet, because I got a slab for him, and I've got some books that I was going to send to Rob Fatstacks after I was on the Only Slabs. And I'm going to send him, it's in the package ready to go, but then we had the strike on the post office, so we weren't sending nothing anywhere. So I got these Cody Ziegler, Miles Morales Spider-Man signed, and I had a number 3 as a 1 in 10. I was going to get it graded, but it's got just a small little tear on the back. But I had it signed. And I told Rob I'm going to send it to him. And I will still send it to him. I got some other books in there too. It's just... It's coming. It's coming, Rob. It's coming. I got to get it out. So what do I got going on in here? Okay. We got newspapers. Wow. They still sell newspapers up there, Mark? Or is this something you've had kicking around? Okay, I'm curious. I got to see what this is. Yeah, it's a legit newspaper. This is from January 18th, 2025. Wow. How much did this cost? That's going to be expensive. Because I remember buying a newspaper down here, and it was like $8, $9 for a frickin' newspaper. What's it from? You? Local? Anyway, okay. I'm gonna flip through and, you know, save on that kind of stuff. There might be some articles in there that might be actually good to read. I don't know. It's probably stuff that's happening up in North Bay. See, Lorient Ski Hill is ready for a big opening. Circular materials take over recycling from Miller Waste. Yeah. Yeah. High cost of food takes toll on locals. Yep. Bad news is no news. Oh, I see what these are now. There's some books. Sweet. Mads, Don Martin Steps Further Out. I don't think I got that one in my collection. Might have a look down there. I know he steps out, but yeah, and this is so I always go, when I'm looking at these things, I'm going right to that first page, the back page. Yep, first printing, 1975, copyright 75. This is a first print. Gotta like that. I love these old Mad books. Oh, there's one I don't have. I know I don't have this one. Mad Strikes Back. That's pretty cool. See, just $1.25. Oh yeah, that's a common thing on the back. See, they got the little tear. I had done that to so many of these damn books, and I don't know how it happens, but that's a common thing. Oh, look at that with the first one, first page. That's Mad #1 right there, with the Mark Melvin. And then down here, actually, that's funny. This is from Mad #1, but this is actually from Mad #3, with the little vampire dude. That's pretty cool how they splice the two together. And what do we got here? Entire contents, copyright 1953, 54, 55 by Educational Comics Incorporated. First print 1955. So this is the 25th printing, March 1975. And then we got first Canadian printing in 1958. And fourth printing 1964. So this has got to be in 75 though. So this is US. Yeah, New York. And then it's got Ballantine Books Limited, Toronto, Canada. That's pretty cool. So yeah. So this is going to be taken from some of the comic books from the 50s. Yeah, this is from some of my earlier books. That is pretty cool. Oh, and you got to read the whole thing. The whole thing is sideways, so you'll look like you're insane when you're sitting there like this. And people are looking at you going, what the frig are you doing? I think that was part of the charm, too. Oh, there's Ping Pong. Yeah, this is straight out of the comic books. These are reprints from the comic books. But, of course, they're all going to be black and white, because that's what these books did. But the comics are color. That's pretty cool. What else we got? Ooh, Mad for Better or Verse. Don't have this one either. Wow. Whatever honey hole Mark finds up there. See, and you got all the bends and stuff. Like these were loved. I like books like that. I like books that have, they got some character to it. Copyright 1968. This is a first print too. Another first print. Printed in the United States of America. So yeah. Got some for better or this is, I know what this is. A lot of the magazines back through the 50s and 60s, they had these sections with they're like verses here. So the years fly by, and now let's see the hippie we once knew. His hair's turned white, his teeth are gone, his mind is rotted through. Whoever thought he'd live to reach the age of 32. Look at that, 32, and he's an old man. And how true is that? Because I know some millennials that they're in their 30s and they're acting like they're frickin' geriatric. One of those words. Yeah, so I kind of remember that one. So we got all kinds here. We got the Python. We got a page folded here. Somebody liked this one, so they had to fold the page. Where is it? See? They didn't know where they left dog ear in the pages. What'd they leave off on here? The camel. The camel is, to say the least, a most unsightly, smelly beast. You'd think to see his pair of humps they'd caught a case of backward mumps. He never makes attempts to hide his sullen, stubborn, stupid pride. That's why I'm sure I'll never see a camel walk a mile for me. He's thumbing his way along. All right, that's where whoever had this before, that's where they left off. They didn't get a chance to check out the python and the rest of it, the crocodile. That is freaking... Sorry about that. Had a little choking fit there. It's probably the 1968 dust out of these things. We're still using that greasy mad stuff. It's another one I don't have. What's it got on the back here? Some black and white stuff. Let's check this one out. When is this one from? Copyright 1959, 1963. And is this... Yeah, that's our first printing too. Printing in the United States of America. And we've got other bits and pieces out of the magazines from 59 into 63. And yeah, I love these books because, you know, my parents used to drag us all over the place. We'd camp all over Canada, US. And I'd pick these up because they were easier to store and easier to walk around with, you know, carry around and stuff than magazines. Even comic books were bigger. Another dog-eared page. So the guy left off here at scenes we'd like to see. And that's where he left off. He or she. So that is pretty freaking wild. So those are 4 Mad books that I'm pretty sure I don't have. I like these things. These are great. Every time I'm at the Value Village, I'm always looking for these things and checking them out. Yeah, this one's number 8. It's got number 8 on the side of it there. So I got a whole pile of these things that I've been collecting over the years. The one that I'm trying to find, and I know even Mr. Andrews hasn't been able to find it, is the Mad Reader. It's the very first one of these that came out in the 50s, early 50s. It's a tough one to find. I've got a reprint of it. It's like the 39th billionth printing of it, but that's pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Andrews. I love these things. These are fantastic. Going right into my collection. So I got my bookshelf right across from me. I sit here and I can look at all that cool stuff. And I'm going to add these to the books that I have there after I read them, of course, because, you know, the first they'll go upstairs and they'll go into my work bag, and I'll take it to work, and I'll be sitting on the train reading through these things, laughing. And like I said, with a couple of them, one of them, this one here, people on the train are going to be wondering why I'm smiling, laughing, but I'm reading the book sideways. There is one comic book that's actually been written from back to front, so when you flip it over, it's actually upside down when you're looking at reading it. So people think you're crazy because you're reading it upside down and backwards. So, anywho, thank you, Mr. Andrews. And I got some newspapers to read. Oh, it's the North Bay Nugget. There we go. I got it right there in the front. North Bay Nugget Extra. So, some older individuals still get a newspaper. It's all right. My mom, she's in her 80s, or 80, so she gets a newspaper too. So, not cheap though. My wife wanted one, and it's like I said, it was like $7, $7-8 or something for a frickin' newspaper. I wonder if it's got the price on it. Probably not, because you know they don't want to tell you how much they're gonna get you for. But I will flip through those papers too, see what's going on up there in North Bay. So thank you, Mr. Andrews, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bleep, blop, bloop in the comments, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Take care.